With construction fully underway, do you want to join in with this newscast and stay for it? Nah, I'm alright. Okay then. Rumoured new details are beginning to emerge about Disney's Skyliner gondola service coming to Walt Disney World, but we'll get into it all up next. Beat you to it. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack, this is DSNY Newscast. Go ahead and subscribe down below and also check out Universal Newscast. With that being said, now let's get right into the news. So it seems that there's been a lot, and I really do mean a lot, of construction going on around Walt Disney World property recently. But let's talk about one project that Disney are really betting on in a big way ahead of the 50th anniversary celebrations in 2021. And that's the Disney Skyliner gondola service. But why are Disney choosing a gondola system? It's much cheaper than extending the current monorail system, and let's be honest here, they really do need a better way to connect their parks than just relying on the bus transportation. But the second reason is that Disney will need more efficient transportation around the resort, ready for the higher crowd attendance that's expected for the 50th anniversary. But since it was announced officially back in July, we're beginning to get some leaked details about this new gondola system. As we all know by now that the Swiss-Austrian company Doppelmayr will be providing the gondola system, with each cabin being able to hold up to 8 people at any one time. But apparently these cabins will also have onboard Wi-Fi, and thankfully a good ventilation system as well. Additionally though, the Disney Skyliner will be able to transport up to 5,000 people per hour from station to station, which is roughly half the monorail's maximum capacity of 10,000 guests per hour, but it's a lot cheaper to run. Now, I've discussed the locations of these gondola stations in a previous video, but we're now hearing rumours that these won't be generic, utilitarian, boring looking buildings for these stations, but instead each one of these individual stations will be themed to its surrounding area, with the Skyliner station at the International Gateway at Epcot to possibly use Parisian, if not regal styled architecture for the building. The Caribbean Beach Resort station will adopt a similar stone architectural style that is seen within the resort, with this station being the most enclosed of all of the gondola stations, as it will act as a storage area as well. The one just outside of Disney's Hollywood Studios will adopt an Art Deco vibe, and the station that is being built in the centre of the Generation Gap Bridge will apparently use a water theme. But until we get some concept art, it's hard to imagine just how themed these buildings will be. But what we do know is apparently the rumoured opening date for the Disney Skyliner is scheduled somewhere between March to October of 2019. And if it succeeds in being an efficient type of transportation for Walt Disney World, then Disney do have plans to extend this Skyliner system over to Animal Kingdom as well. Now let's move on over to Disneyland. As you've probably all seen by now, that Imagineering carried out a play test using the articulated talking versions of Mickey, Minnie and Donald in a single meet and greet opportunity at Disney California Adventure, where the characters interacted with one another, making for a much more natural meet and greet experience.
We went on a safari and saw a whole pride of lions. They were so majestic. The royal family of the jungle.
Somebody even practiced his lion roar.
Oh my gosh.
So this is only an early indication of what Imagineering want to achieve with the next generation of character experiences and interactions within the parks, as they'll probably be testing other character combinations in the not so distant future. But using 3 characters for one single meet and greet is not the most efficient use of time, and is relatively more expensive than the traditional meet and greet setup, as using the articulated talking versions makes the meet and greet session last a lot longer. And lastly for today, it's only just been announced by Deadline that Disney are working on a reboot of the cult classic Hocus Pocus, with all new actors and a new director, but this time it will be a TV movie instead. However, if I were to guess, I don't think that this will be a TV movie at all. Instead, it will probably be one of the movies which Bob Iger has already touted that will be coming exclusively to the Disney streaming platform that's set to launch in 2019. But now, Now, it's over to you, Walt and Iz. I would love to hear your suggestions for which characters do you think would benefit the most from an articulated meet and greet opportunity where the character can actually talk to you, and whether you'd rather have longer wait times so therefore you can meet several characters all at once in an articulated talking version of the characters, or whether you would rather have the traditional meet and greet of just a one-on-one experience with that character. And don't forget to leave a Hidden Mickey timestamp along with your suggestion to be in with a chance to win a DSNY Newscast pin, and congratulations to Zach for winning with this suggestion from the previous video discussing the Mission Space restaurant that's going to be coming to Epcot in 2019. And go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to the channel, hit that notification icon. Now I know that YouTube doesn't always notify you, but that's YouTube's problem. And go ahead and give this video a massive thumbs up as it really does help us out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.